Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. And, of course, the season is still young, but a great time to look at our Rookie of the Year list. These are the guys making an immediate impact, getting his feet wet early in the year, just outside that top 5. He's a rookie to track the rest of the way.
So far, his rookie season has been off to a strong start. Things are going pretty smoothly.
Well, both the team has a pace and the player has a pace in terms of their development. Some guys start really fast, some slow. I think he's in a nice, steady rhythm right now.
Now look at Vancouver's starting lineup. They've got Johnson, and it's Ward in at the 5, down low. And for Montreal, we've got Walker, and it's Weber in at the 2. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses. And they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Vancouver with the ball. Johnson with it. Over to the left wing, the Prophet. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Walsh. Pass to Rollins. Wood outside. 6 to shoot. From deep. Hey, nice D from Ross. Here's Vancouver. Here's the Prophet. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Wood. Pass to Weber. Here's Walker. The 3 from Wood. Sinks the tray. Wood's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Ross passes to the Prophet. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Ward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the Prophet. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Montreal's ball. This game against Vancouver is the first time they've met this year.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
And this, one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was an otherwise excellent season for them. You're right, they've got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
Now here's Wood. 9 points for him in his last game. There's a screen. He tries for 3. The putback. And Ward pulls it down.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Ross passes to the Prophet. Back to Ross. For 3. Shot's good by Batista. For Montreal, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Rollins. Now Wood. Here's Weber. Here's Walsh. Drops in the 3.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Now here's Ross. From deep. Weber pulls it in.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Wood against Ross. Now here's Wood. Shot is up. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Outside Ross. Pass to Johnson. There's a screen. From 10 feet away. And he connects with a jumper.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Wood. He's got 5. Knocked away. Outside Walker. Now here's Wood. Shot clock at 6. Hey, from beyond the arc. Again, Wood missing.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Johnson passes to Ross. Here's Ward. No points yet. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Here's Walsh. Walker finds Wood. Over Ross. And the basket by Wood. Wood's got 7 points in the game. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Here's Batista. Back to Ross. Here's Weber, covered by Johnson. Wood outside. Pass to Rollins. Walker with it. And Ward pulls it down. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's the Prophet. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant. How much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
No good on the free throw. Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw is good. Well, Montreal shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Here's Black Hole. Check by Davis.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Here's Black Hole. To the wing, right side. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Ross. Still without a bucket. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Pass to Weber. Here's Red Hot. No good on the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ross passes to the Prophet. Davis a screen to the middle. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
And Montreal making a change here. Walker's checked in. And it's Montreal's ball. They trail by 1. Pass to ABC. Here's Red Hot. Nails it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
44 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Batista. The 3 is up. Hits the three-pointer. Batista's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Red Hot. They set the pick. That shot off the mark. Davis with the defensive effort. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Red Hot. Jump shot is good. He's got 5. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Montreal on top. They're up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from Montreal?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And so here's Montreal.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
We've got Walker, and it's Red Hot in at the small forward position. And for Vancouver, we've got Davis, and it's Maverick in at the power forward position. Pass to Malone. Fires from deep. No good that time. Well, Montreal shooting about 41%. Here's ABC. Here's Black Hole. Checked by Davis. Here's Black Hole. And it's Maverick with a rebound.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And so here's Montreal. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And he's going for the lob. The steal. Here's DJ to the inside. Pass to Red Hot. Here's Black Hole. Walker passes to Black Hole. Let's go with a 3. Walker's shot is off. And it's Edwards with the ball for Vancouver. They trail by 1. Here's Batista. Counted from distance. Batista's got 9.
And able to regain the lead there.
For Montreal, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Red Hot. 5 points in the game. Shoots a fadeaway. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. in for Walker. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
Two of the core components of team basketball, setting good screens and using them well.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Vancouver.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately is the small ball era starting to wind down.
Well, BA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
Here's DJ. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Pass to Edwards. And here's a look at what's coming up for Vancouver on Monday and then on Tuesday. And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting for Vancouver. Edwards. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. Rollins, he's checked in for Montreal. Vancouver making a switch here. So hits one and misses one at the line. For Montreal, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
Montreal shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
And that one misses. For Vancouver, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Malone, pass to DJ. Pass to Ward. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Rebound Montreal.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's ABC. The 3. Vancouver with a rebound. Ward's got 4 rebounds in the game. And there's a pick. Here's DJ. The three-pointer off the mark. Well, Montreal shooting just 38% for this game so far. Out to Wood. Here's Red Hot. He's got 5. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Red Hot's got 7. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Vancouver. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Fires top of the key. Malone can't get it to go.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Vancouver foul.
Vancouver making a switch here.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Wood. He's got 9. Shoots over Ross. Montreal again missing.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Ross. Yet to see a basket. Ward passes to Malone. No good with the triple.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Wood. There's the block. In transition. Here's Malone. Outside Ross. Here's Ward. Gets the 3 ball to go. 5 points in the game.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Here's Red Hot. 7 points in the game. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Montreal making a change here. Walker's checked in. Vancouver making a switch here.
At the line for Montreal, number 9.
One shot.
Shooting 1.
Vancouver with the ball. Now Ross. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Here's the 3. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. Well, Montreal shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. It's Walker on the wing. He's scoreless. Beyond the arc. And he buries his first look.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
A minute 39 left in the second period. Pass to Maverick. Shot clock at 5. Back to Ross from outside the arc. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Red Hot. He's got 10. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out. Red Hot's got 12 points.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here's the pick. Throws it up high. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Now here's Wood. 9 points in the game. Pass to Rollins. Here's Weber. 3-pointer. And Montreal hits again from deep.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ross for 3. Rebound Montreal. Rollins has got 4 rebounds now.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Red Hot. Guarded by Ross. Kept alive. Out to Wood. Oh, from deep.
Montreal foul. Number 9. First personal foul. Second team foul. In for your Montreal team, number 18, Alan Walsh.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Montreal on top. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Well, looking at Montreal, they've dominated night after night, the way my teams did. Where are the critics they had at the beginning of the season? Skies have disappeared. I wish you would disappear, Kenny.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Montreal leading by 3. We've got Walker, and it's Wood in at the point guard position. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Vancouver shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Pass to Ross. Here's Batista. 4-3. The shot by Ward, no good. Over to the wing. Here's Walsh. Fires in the triple. Walsh has got 6.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Ross passes to Maverick. Here's Ward. He's got 5. Going inside. And the layup falls. He has 7.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's Wood. He's got 9. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Montreal shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
That free throw no good. He hits the second from the line. And here's Ross. Pass to Maverick. Here's the Prophet. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Got a hand on it. Wood outside. Now Walker fires the 3. Montreal again missing. For Vancouver, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Ross. And stolen by Wood. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Pass to the Prophet, to the right side. Here's Ward. He's got 7. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting for Vancouver. Ward at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good. Montreal leading by 5. Here's Wood. Drives to the hoop, and Wood with the stuff.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Now here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Weber. Back to Wood. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul, second team
Almost
foul.
converts despite the
At the line
contact.
for two.
Montreal shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That one's off. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago.
A stat every team wants to excel in: three-point shooting. Both of these teams were fantastic from deep last season.
Good on the second one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Ross. Pass to Maverick. He shoots a three. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Now here's Walker. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And there's the screen. Clock at 6. The three from Wood. And Ward pulls it down. Ward's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Johnson. The Prophet, the pass to Ross. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Montreal leading by 3. Down low. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Here's the Prophet for the tie. Wood grabs the board. Wood's got his 5th rebound in this one. Walker sets a screen, puts up a 3. Offensive board. Misses from close range. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. From deep, Johnson sends it home from three-point land. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter. And it's Wood with the ball from Montreal. Pass to Rollins. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Rollins, one shot.
For Vancouver, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to Malone. Off target from outside.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Montreal.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Vancouver shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Davis a screen. Edwards, the pass to Malone. 5 on the clock. And here's Edwards. Pass to Davis. Ross for 3. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Ross has got 6 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Red hot passes to Weber. Takes the 3. Davis with a rebound. For Vancouver, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third. Malone, the pass to Ward. Ross for 3. Rebound Montreal. Here's Red hot. 12 points for him. From downtown. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Edwards looking for an opening. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Pass to ABC. Here's Red hot. Check by Davis. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there.
Davis
Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Foul, 5th team foul. At the line for Montreal, number 9. 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
And that one misses.
Missing at the line can be contagious. Unfortunately for them, it's been a season-long issue.
Vancouver making a switch here. And he's good on the second. For Vancouver, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. DJ passes to Maverick. Here's DJ. 44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Out to the right wing. Here's Red hot. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
From the arc. Rebound Montreal.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Red Hot's got 18 points in the game. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Montreal on top. They're up by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Vancouver, looking at who they've got. We've got Edwards, and it's Davis in at the 5. Here's DJ. Shot clock at 6, to the paint. And it's rejected. Wood passes to Red Hot. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Red Hot's got 20 points.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Batista. Rebound Montreal. Red Hot's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wood outside. They set the screen. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Vancouver ball.
Vancouver shooting only 42%. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Pass to ABC. Wood outside. He shoots it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
It's stolen away. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul, first team foul.
That's good from Wood.
At the line for 2, Wood.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Let's bring back on me. Shoes untied.
Wood hits them both. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Vancouver's head coach had some advice for his team over the last break. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Shot's good by Batista.
3 points.
Montreal leading by 7. Wood passes to Black Hole. Wood outside. There's a screen. Oh, he tries a 3. Vancouver with a rebound. Malone's got 4 rebounds in the game.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Here's DJ. Another 3 for Vancouver.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pass to Black Hole. Fires the 3. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 5 rebounds in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Batista. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Here's Red Hot. The 3. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
Well, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Fires for 3. Red Hot pulls it in. Montreal leading by 5. Wood outside. They set the pick. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The shot off that time.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
DJ passes to Maverick. Edwards with it. Pass to Maverick. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Edwards. And that one is right through the heart. And so it's Wood who brings up the ball for Montreal. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So both teams changing it up here. Outside Walker from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Pass to Maverick. Fader on the way. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Batista's got 21 points in the game. Walker, a screen on Johnson. Here's Weber. And he gets it to go.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
For Vancouver, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. Pass to Maverick. The fadeaway. Walker pulls down the board.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Walsh. Here's Weber. And a miss there on the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Lets it go from deep. Rebound Montreal. Wood outside. And he puts up a 3. On target from range. And now it's a 9-point Montreal lead.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And stolen by Wood. Pass to Walsh. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Personal foul, second team foul. At the line for Montreal.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. Vancouver shooting an even 50% since the 4th quarter got underway. Johnson passes to the Prophet. From the top of the key, and it goes straight through with a swish.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Weber. We've got 1:55 left in the game. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. Here's the Prophet. Jacks up a 3. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Walker. Here's Weber. Pass to Walsh. There's the triple. Vancouver with a rebound. A minute 15 left in the final quarter. Maverick, the pass to the Prophet. Puts up a deep 3. Walker pulls down the board. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
And no good. Walker's gone 1 for 6 shooting from the field. Pass to Maverick. Hey, expanding his range. Sinks it from distance. Here's Wood. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Here's Weber. Here's Rollins. 6 to shoot. Wood finds Walker. Here's Weber. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Montreal, Wood.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Johnson for 3. Rebound Montreal. They've led by as much as 10. And now we've got an intentional foul.
3rd personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for 2, Wood.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. They're behind by 8. All right, guys, what's your take?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
So it's Montreal with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time now for our player of the game.